There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Welcome back to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Keremi. I hope you're having a good time. And today we are tackling an amazing and interesting topic. Now, today we are talking about why it's impossible for a man to tame a side chick into a wife. You know, this is a topic that I know most people relate to, but few understand.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's understand the following, that implied permission to roam that is implicitly extended to men is a setup for destruction. In the beginning, he made them man and a woman. The moment you move ancient boundaries, you are by yourself.
Yes.
People say Old Testament people are marrying many wives. It is recorded in the Bible, but it is not recommended. That's why in the New Testament, he said one man, one woman. Whenever there was polygamy, there was also strife. There was also struggle. And we said the other day, a polygamous man is lonely because he has no soulmate. Nobody is invested. None of the women is invested in watching over his well-being. Today, people are not directly marrying the other woman. They're keeping her. So we are discussing the modern form of polygamy. Just having more women, but one is the official goat wife.
Yes.
The one they marry because she has character, they call her goat. Look at the contempt. Look at the contempt. Look at it.
Sure.
The one who is dependable, stable, faithful, true, available, resourceful, they marry her and call her
a goat. A goat wife. Yeah.
Look, symbolically throughout history, goat and sheep are contrasted. The sheep is the righteous, the goat is the wicked. The sheep is Christ, the goat is Satan.
Yes.
Goat is the symbol in the occult world. In Illuminati, the goat is the substitute for the sheep. So the Lamb of God and the goat, who is the opponent, they are calling you Satan for being so stupid, for knowing you're so resourceful, but you don't know your worth. You're allowed to be abused just because you're resourceful and stable. They even write on the internet today, I'll marry a virtuous woman for my children, then go out and get one with the Nash. For myself, I also deserve happiness.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
And women latch on to such discussions as though they were anything. Exactly. The greatest enemy of women is women because they join dialogues that are meant to reduce you. At the time when they need to amputate women's sexual parts so she does not enjoy sex, it was done by the mother to the daughters.
Yeah. To
please the men, they castrate. It's not even that word, you should not use it. Or circumcise. You should not use it on women. It's not possible to circumcise women.
Yeah.
You can only amputate. So they'll amputate their daughters. It was done women to women. Today, I saw content creators, a girl moving around the flowers, trying to hug men, collecting all manner of lust, all manner of energies, and now that's it is content creation. Trying to give in flowers to gentlemen who are busy with their women, busy with their wives or girlfriends, and she's trying to, sometimes they even come and do some sexual thing. That's not trendy. And I liked it when one woman wouldn't take that nonsense because he knew the gentleman may not fight a woman physically, and they are down an elevator. So she would come on the elevator that is going up to harass a man who's coming down. With his woman next to him. So this woman was ready, and I liked it. I said, I love that spirit because no sooner had she done that sexual assault thing, that woman grabbed her by the hair, and because she was going up, she brought her reverse down there to go sort it out, moving backwards with the hair grabbed. I did not see how the clip ended, but I was happy. It was satisfying.
Scandalous.
It was satisfying. The gentleman had a woman who knows how to defend her territory, because this is outright disrespect. What women are calling content creation is sexualization of themselves. Why? You mean you cannot think of content that is building to the society other than going, I don't know, embracing this, letting this touch you? Is that now entertaining?
It's too disrespectful.
Is that entertaining now? So we are talking at a time when the debate on who women, what their value is. Now people are joining to that dialogue of, you know, which woman are you there? And that's so it's woman is the wife against the side chick against. A wise woman does not join that debate. She knows she is not of that class. The enemy is not the women out there. It's you who betrays my trust, and it's you how deal with. It's you how live. So let me announce. Let's put this clear. The struggle. We are going to mention the 2 points. Why it's very hard to convert the side chick to the wife.
Yeah.
Many times the reason they call it goat wife is because they despise the institution of marriage. Naturally, God is creator and the devil is a distorter. So anytime the institution, anytime God establishes sex, the devil brings same-sex sex. God says man and woman, he brings man and man.
Yeah.
Woman and woman. There's always a distortion.
Yes.
So whenever you find a wife who is submissive, and Proverbs that one, Song of Solomon, they call her goat.
Yes.
Remember, they try to pretend that like they're calling her the initials greatest of all time.
Yeah.
There's that initial in that in athletics elsewhere, greatest of all time. They wouldn't be calling you greatest when they are also disrespecting you so blatantly. So don't be hidden in the ambiguity. Remember, ambiguity is one technique for insulting people. They make it somewhat doubtful what they mean.
Yeah.
Remember that. When people want to insult you, they conceal it in ambiguity.
Yes.
They make it sound somewhat, but the real word there is a stupid wife. That's what they're trying to call you, a fool.
Yeah.
That's a goat. Cattle. To them, you are cattle. Remember, you, the wife who is faithful, and you're saying, I'm here and he's cheating out there. They call you cow.
Okay.
Please, accept.
You're not accepting that.
You hear how they converse about you. You are something, a goat,
Yeah.
a dog, cow, something degraded.
Yeah.
Do you not think they call you persistent, you can't go anywhere? The fact that you are accepting bad treatment and continue to give your best,
Exactly.
it's a proof that you're stupid. So they're just using many hyperboles to call you that in a quiet way. They may use a simile, they may use a figure of speech, but everybody knows what they're saying. The goat has come. If naturally you wouldn't stay with people who call you a cow.
Yeah.
Why are you
Allowing that. And yeah.
you're just cattle. Just
Oh my.
I saw this cartoonist who captured the truth of our society in a savage way. Saying our news are fake, our food is fake, our image, our fame is fake, our Instagram, social media image, everything you're watching is fake.
Yeah.
To this system, you're just cattle to be fed with false images and enticed with dangling carrot, dangling carrot of fame, dangling carrot of sweet food. He said anything this system hands you is fake.
Yeah.
The food they hand you, fake. Meals they hand you, fake. Money they hand you, fake. The true wealth, true food, true joy is what you take for yourself. Out there, go to the jungle, grow your own food. Go out there to the world, get your own wealth of good relationship,
True.
your own wealth of peace, your own wealth of real estate, real properties. But if you just depend on society, fake, you just become cattle. And I liked the way they summarized it. Just know
Yeah.
that there is no such thing as a loving partner who is also cheating. They have already reduced you to something. to justify cheating on you. They must say you're boring. They must say you're not enough. You're not stylish. You are old school. They must say, they must put you somewhere in a box that justifies treating you wrong.
Yes.
That is the one thing you should know. So why is it hard then to convert this girlfriend? Number one is that she does not have the endurance and the capacity to build marriage. Marriage is very demanding in terms of patience, creativity, investment. It requires many character traits to build a marriage. And it requires competency. I don't know why people omit that part just because you met a beautiful girl. You need to be able to be quick. Quick.
Yeah.
I know they don't tell you that. Sometimes the chores that have to be done in a day at home, as your woman can't. Stop pushing everybody to marriage.
Yeah.
Sometimes marriage has 100 things to be done in a day. And not every time the workers are there, helpers are there.
True.
A real wife, sometimes she's juggling 10 things concurrently to make that home function that day.
Yeah.
And it's not because she's hosting visitors. No. Day to day. Having 2 kids.
Yes.
Having a husband there. And the home to be cleaned, meals to be prepared, kids to be taken to school, these clothes to be picked up, cereals to be done, some shopping to be done, some costs to be done, some money to be made. Just if you are given what a woman has to do to run a day to day, and she has her own job, she has a place to show up, she has this to balance. How
Laundry to be done.
my friend, my friend,
And hanged and folded.
my friend,
Crazy.
if you just hear how many reaches to jungle. People say, why do women talk so much? She's running 5 careers concurrently. She needs to talk a lot to communicate. Sometimes she's saying this to remind herself, this one needs to be done, this one to be done. I would hear my mother talking by herself. But when you come not to realize how many things she's handling, she needs to pass this message of us. She's managing kids while she's running 20 things.
Yeah.
Managing grown-ups, and when food is late, mom is to blame. And people don't even know how exhausted she is.
Yeah.
That's why I want you to understand, many of these side chicks, so to speak, they don't come into this relationship for the burden of marriage. They come for the benefits. They want the icing of the cake. They want the one that you have to bake for hours and wait. It's too much work.
Yeah.
Can we unlearn the idea of putting the yoke of marriage on wild animals? Yoked animals have to keep on the line. When you pull the plow, you stay on the line.
Yeah.
Wild oxen cannot stay on the line. They want to loiter around. That's why you destroy your marriage for her and she'll still leave you. Because the burden of building marriage is too heavy. First of all, she has to restrain herself and stop sending her sexual energy to every man. That is too much to give up.
Yeah.
Too much. Do you know you have to change your dressing to respect marriage? You expect that kind of character to change their dressing?
No, they can't.
You know?
In fact, they'll say that is overstepping.
Do you know the most famous statue of Marilyn Monroe, the one you hear was so famous, is when she had a funny dress that was blown by the wind, became like umbrella up here.
Oh.
It was so famous. They have a statue today of her with a dress up, and people usually come to shelter there under the rain. A huge statue that dress up. Why are we putting a monument of
A woman dressed like that?
It was blown by wind, and she just enjoyed the moment. That's the life she lives. No restraint at all. No sense of morality. So, brothers, listen. How do I put this? The woman who has the capacity to cheat is of a different nature. She is not of the nature to stay in marriage. She is of a different nature. Yeah. We were not taught this because they just look, both of them, like they're female human beings, woman.
Yeah.
Nature. Her moral compass, what is right, what is wrong with this woman is very different. Her language and what makes her happy is very different.
Yeah.
And I want you to know, just like she could break rules with you, she'll also break rules with other people while she's with you. If they did it with you, they'll do it with other people.
Yeah.
Why do you think you suddenly convert her?
It's impossible.
The character of a woman who agrees to destroy another woman's family. The character of a woman who goes in to an affair with you, with an exception of the young, silly girls who don't know the world.
Yeah.
I always make exception for pre-25s. Many of them mess up before they know the world.
Yes.
When they realize who they are, they stop it. That's not wickedness, just weakness, just naive. You get?
Yes.
Many of these girls, they'll find themselves.
They didn't get information early enough.
Yes, many of them are very ignorant. Even
Yes.
they don't watch these shows, they ignore them. Sometimes we are humbled by the school of hard knocks. I hope they get those knocks sooner before they run out of time.
Yes.
Many of them go as far as marrying. When you hear a girl marrying at 23, usually typically they marry a guy who's more than 10 years older so that he can easily manipulate her. And they usually marry a guy who is just a bad deal for her. At that time she's young and small, so she appears like she's the lesser one. When actually she's more driven, more faithful, more ambitious. The guy is already settled in life, but he can see her energy is very energetic. Within a few years, she has turned the table. She earns more, does bigger. By that time, she can see it was a bad deal. But she was so stupid and stubborn. You try to tell her you're marrying, oh, I know what I want. This is my life. Da, 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 da. She goes farting. Da, 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 da. Very, very loud. Very, very loud.
Yes.
They graduate with a gown. And also a wedding gown or maternity gown.
Yeah.
By the time they are 4 years, they have already booked themselves to disaster. Don't know who bewitched these girls. And just like a joke, they bury their talents like a donkey. You know the way you bury a donkey without a ceremony?
Yes.
They bury their dreams with no ceremony at all. No ceremony at all. They just sneak into things. Oh man, I have someone, we're leaving. Huh?
Yeah.
We formalize it. You transition from life just so casually. Emotional decisions.
Yeah.
I hope only a 20% will hear, at least. And you see a complete turn in our society. When people begin to marry consciously, the children they raise, how they show up in the world, the talents that blossom, the life they live is remarkably different. We had a pre-25 conferences, very well attended. Those kids were very attentive.
Yeah.
They had stories of transformation. And I can tell you, we'll capture it. The people are coming along.
Yeah.
I diverted there, tell you that sometimes when you see a young girl having affairs with married people, they don't know what they're doing. Pray the prayer of our Lord on the cross. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They know not. They're killing their dreams. They're selling short, but they know not. You can only pray that they will not have gone too far by the time they wake up. Many of them live with resentment when they already got a child with the wrong person.
True.
When they already became second wife. Imagine a 24-year-old negotiating becoming a second wife.
It's crazy. It is.
But just recall back in your college days, how many girls got into arrangements with richer men when they were in college and it swallowed them? Just remember.
A lot.
Just remember.
A lot.
My wife knows a friend who is still locked up to this day. Got together with a rich politician and he wanted some sex caricature. He can lock you up somewhere because there's the money for it. And you're completely controlled. She's always escorted by drive, not because of prestige, because of capture. She has no freedom.
Yeah.
And then they say to you, my life you can't afford on your own, so you're too embarrassed to leave them start zero. Because you told everybody you live the life.
True.
And then you're mentally arrested there. Psychologically arrested there.
Yeah.
It looked like a joke, eh? Dating a rich guy, dropping the Mercedes in second year, eh? You are the one who living the life, eh? Eh?
You're living better than the lecturers.
And you have the shoes, eh? The money, eh? Eh? And you could go to Dubai, right?
Yeah.
And you post a selfie from Burj Khalifa, right? For lack of ground, they sprouted quickly.
And we thought quickly.
But because you have no ground, you're not trying to dig yourself deep, you may appear to boom quickly.
Yeah.
But for the same lack of stability, you'll wither. So that's the first problem. She cannot transform to the nature of a person who would endure the storms and stretches of marriage. Because marriage is a cocktail. Very sweet support, good romance, stability, peace of mind. Healthy marriage has a lot of benefits that far outweigh the burdens. But it also has burdens. Like performing certain duties consistently every day. You know you're signing up to be feeding people for the rest of your life. Huh? That is not easy, my friend.
True.
When you marry, you're signing up a lot of duties. A lot of duties. That the feeding of this character will be on me. And some of these characters don't eat the same thing twice. They are quite selective. The food you had made daytime is still there, but now I have to make another one because this character doesn't like repeat. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
It's a lot of work. Sometimes I pity my wife looking at her, the life she has to live. You really not think about meals. It used to bother me to think about meals.
Yeah.
So that's why bachelors keep repeating. They just don't have the time to plan meals.
They can eat the same meal a whole month.
So somebody's topping up the shopping, checking the supplies. What is lacking? Who has time for that? Marriage requires that.
It's work.
You cannot be so self-absorbed.
True.
Now you have to remember whose clothes are running out. Who needs which clothes top up? Who needs the other one? The house needs this. Since last week you needed this. The other one. The small details of running a home, I salute how a woman manages that. I salute. There are too many. They can slip through your fingers.
Yeah.
And the bigger the home gets, you are trying to grow. When it gets bigger, more management.
True.
You'll take forever as a bachelor before you notice this carpet is dirty. The wife will smooth. This carpet needs cleaning. Bachelors will take forever. What's wrong with the carpet?
Yes.
Somebody will bother all the way to go clean it. Okay. You will respect when you sit to think about the things that make a home run on a day-to-day. And the wife can travel for 3 days and she carries a home with her.
Yeah. True.
It's on her mind. What needs to be done.
Yeah.
Even the clothes that want to hang like, have you picked the clothes on the hanging like? If you leave the guy there, the clothes will be destroyed by the sun.
A whole week.
Rain comes, the rain goes, they dry again. So you do not see that hanging like, the wife goes, there's some clothes up. How do you keep all that? Where is the storage? The guy can leave a clothes with the tailor and forget about it forever.
It reminds me, there's a time we had traveled and we left him and we had cleaned his shoes. We found the shoes there, dried.
They even had it. They destroyed by the sun. The guy does not remember it.
Rain don't dry. By the time we were picking that shoe, it could not fit him.
And it happens. It destroys. And the guy is just there blank.
Yes.
How could I know? How was I supposed to know? But it is just over there. But I was living over here. My wife was... now you look for the shoe one glance. I can't see that shoe. Let me wear this one. I forget about the one. He did not ask himself where could it be. I still don't understand how my wife knows something is missing. A particular piece of cloth.
Yeah.
How would I know how to wear these clothes? She only sees that one is missing. And she look for it and she can find it. How do you mark all those clothes? How are your files?
We're just like that.
For the good of me. I know every time now and then you give up the ones that are old. Perhaps it was also given out accident. No, I did not give away that one.
She's sure that one she did not.
And the plates, my plates too are missing. So and so. Oh, there's one plate.
Yeah.
Just to say that's not something Sidechick wants to bother herself with. They don't want that burden. The second reason you cannot convert her is because of the history of how you started off with her. You started, both of you, stealing, doing something illicit. The precedence of cheating together at the back against your wife already shows you can't trust each other. You know you have the capacity to stray. The energy between the two of you is that of thieves. So thieves can't trust each other.
Yes.
Foundations matter in life. The foundation between the two of you is that of liars.
Yeah.
You cannot trust a liar who you've lied together with. I don't know why men attempt it. Doesn't work. How can I say, you know me, you can trust me?
And we lied to someone.
And we betrayed the same way somebody was in your position. So the day you will put her in the position of the person you cheated on her with, Now she feels like you're doing what you did with her with someone else.
Yeah.
This is just logic, honestly. I don't know why we... Isn't that obvious?
It is.
Why? The person with whom you poisoned someone else, now you're trusting them to feed you. Honestly, isn't this just plain foolishness? Let's try to be less polite and be real. You together destroyed someone else.
Yeah.
And now you're trusting each other not to destroy.
Oh my goodness, it's in the DNA. We will.
You know my history, you know my CV.
Yeah. I'm also imagining the courage to ask the other person if they're cheating on you, yet you people cheated on someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the problem, not only in cheating but also in dating.
Yeah.
When you start dating and you start with illicit sex before marriage, you're planting seeds of doubt. Everything you do before you become husband and wife, you will know they can do it with someone else. So those moments you cross boundaries, in a car, in a function somewhere, in a house, you will think every time they're away from you, they're doing that. This is just human.
Yeah.
It could be in Mombasa. Every time you hear that in Mombasa, you remember what you did with them in Mombasa.
Oh, yeah. You cannot even settle.
You know Nakuru and what you did in Nakuru. Now they are in
Nakuru. For a meeting. For
like
a
that
conference. Yes.
So they show you their cheating ways, their roots. Now that you know their methods, anytime you see anything closely resembling or even far distant, do you want those haunting ghosts in your life?
No.
So why do we do that? We go to the wrong places with a person we want to stay with for life, just to see clearly what they're capable of, and then you live with that knowledge that they're capable of it. Worse still, if you confess faith, and you do this when you're still confessing your faith has lost credibility. I know you can do things even when you're confessing it. You're not cheating on outsiders.
Yeah.
It's the precedence. So the reason this man can't bring this girl is because both of them can't trust each other. So she may agree to marriage so that she can get good hold of your estate. She can now get everything she wants.
Yeah.
Or sometimes she's desperate, but she remains there to police you. Or he wants somebody who he can disempower or something. Sometimes this man marries women because the woman is very resourceful in managing finances. Some women are very good in business.
Yeah.
He knows his money will be safe. But what does she want in return? You know, she has gangster capacity. But we have been gangsters before.
Yes.
Remember, these women, they're either very shrewd or very naive. If she's very shrewd, she uses it against you. And if she's naive, she'll also use it against you. She can easily be turned against you. Just to tell you as a brother that many times the person you cheat with becomes your karma. And when you succeed to frustrate the one who was truthful, the wife who was true to you, you've only succeeded to cheat yourself out of true loyalty. The only thing you've accomplished is cheat yourself out of true loyalty.
Yeah. True.
I don't know how successful that is. You only live to remember you had a loyal person whom you frustrated out of your life. And women of dignity don't linger around. I've seen people who are being cheated on, they go, they come back because they have no other life. The tragedy of marrying when you're too young is that you don't learn how to live by yourself. So even when people cheat you, you don't know another life. You don't even know what the boundaries are. So these people are starting life too early. 17, 19, 20, too early. Even when this person turns against you, becomes disrespectful, you have no concept of life. It takes a lot of healing, which most people would never do. So you embarrass yourself many times.
Yeah.
To start playing between the two of you. It takes you so long and you lose your honor. You should clear from the scene. Go create your life. You let them fall on their own sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, what a conversation. Too much wisdom there. And I'm imagining the wives, let's stop calling them good wives. We are not good wives. We are wives.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, that is amazing. Thank you so much for that conversation. And we have a new book in the house, that is the Young Victionary, a masterpiece for every pre-25, a book that you don't want to miss. It's a book that Benjamin Zulu has written because he doesn't want people to regret things that they have been doing, or they let me just read what he has written. He has written, the one regret that many adults walk around with is, if only I knew then what I know now, my life would be very different. Please don't walk around regretting, because you have a chance. Attend conferences, read books that have been written by wise people, by mentors, and you will be enlightened. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu.